Welcome back to Dutchman's. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you what I do to prepare my cold sensitive plants to come back inside the house after being outside all summer. There's some things that I do just to prevent infestation of pests and things. And the biggest one is actually Neem. You want to spray your plants with Neem. It kills off any pests that might be outside on them, prevents them from reproducing. You want to make sure that you use pure neem oil. There are some things that you can buy in the big box stores, nurseries and things that have neem in it, they say. But you really want to make sure that the active ingredient of neem is present inside the actual product. Otherwise, it's just a smothering, not really the prevention of the reproducing of the actual bug. So I'll put that on the screen here, what that's called. And yeah, from there, let's go mix some of this up. So I just use a spray bottle. I do have a pump sprayer, but I just find that I don't use enough of it to really, a little bit goes a long way, so I just don't need too much of it. So I use about a tablespoon in a quart of water. It's probably about a half a tablespoon. And to have an emulsifier to help mix the oil in with the water, I use just a little drop of dish detergent. That. And then you want to make sure to use warm but not hot water to put in here, because that'll help keep the oil emulsified with the water. It'll just make it a whole lot easier to apply. But again, not hot. If it's hot, then the hot water will actually make that compound that makes the neem work inactive. So you want it to just be lukewarm. A little bit more. Give it a good shake. Now we're not really expected to get our first frost until November, but October is going to get pretty cool, and most things that don't like the cooler temperatures, they will just completely stop producing. Things like my jalapeños and my peppers and things like that, so they'll probably come indoors once we start getting to at or below 40 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 5 degrees Celsius. That's usually the time when I'll start bringing stuff in, which will be anywhere sometime in October. There's no way to predict it, but I'm about a month in advance. That's when you want to start doing this, just so and every week you want to apply this, just so that you have a good number of times, good window of time where you've applied this, where it gives us plenty of time to kill off any of the bad insects. You want to do this in the morning, ideally between 5 and 7 in the morning, and in the early evening. I'm a little too late myself personally, but I'm going to be doing it every week from here on. So let's start applying some of this stuff to the plants. All right, let's start spraying some plants. But before I do that, look at all these jalapeños. So many on there. I had a slow start, late start actually, because it was just too cold. But it ended up producing so well, all those jalapeños. It's pretty amazing. Everywhere. Little update from the last one. Look at all those limes and lemons. Flowers everywhere. I can't wait to try those. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, so let's get... I think that crow raven approves. Let's get the spraying. So here's the solution. You want to make sure that you keep shaking this up, keep it all mixed together, and we're just gonna go spray all the leaves. Ideally stay out of the wind so you don't get it blown in your face. You want to make sure you hit the top and the bottom. Actually, mostly the bottom, because that's more likely where they'll be hiding. Yeah, look at that. That's a little leaf hopper. You don't want to bring those indoors. They're not that harmful really, but they're more of a nuisance. Alright, so do this all over the plant. Make sure you give it a good drench. You want to be sure to cover all the areas. You want to do this about once a week. Make sure that you have a good window of opportunity where you kill off everything. I'm on the cusp of not having to bring citrus in, so I probably won't, but I'll still treat it. Just because you never know. These peppers down here. Soak it good. You also want to make sure that you spot test your plants, because some plants are more sensitive to this type of treatment. Something that comes to mind is a tropical hibiscus. They're a very thin-leafed shrub, tree, and they don't tolerate the neem all that well. So that's something that you want to bear in mind when you're doing this. But I know that I'm safe. Little habanero seedlings, I forgot to mention those, by the way. But yeah, I know that I'm safe with these because they're, especially the citrus is a thick-leafed tree, so that's really not a problem. I know that the peppers can take the neem pretty well. None of that is a problem. I've got some more stuff over here. It's the kumquat. I ended up bending that branch down because it was starting to become a main leader and I didn't want that. Switch hands periodically. Alright, off to the next set of plants. Alright, the other ones I'm going to do are these avocados. This argan tree. I'll do a more thorough spraying once I don't have the camera in my hand. I'll probably be overwintering or trying to overwinter these tomatoes, so I'm going to give those a good little spraying. This coffee tree started to ramify. Very nice. It's doing really well. So the neem and a little bit of dish soap is also going to help to smother any pests as well. So it's a bit of a multi-pronged approach here. Something is eating that avocado. You see that? Not sure what, but I'm suspecting they're caterpillars. Alright. Off to step 2. Alright everyone. So step 2 is pretty straightforward. All I'm going to be doing is making that same mixture in a bucket, and I'm just going to soil drench all of my plants as well. You want to treat the top, the leafy parts of it, but you also want to get anything that's in the soil as well. So let's mix that up real quick. I usually go under the recommended amount, so I'll usually just use about a tablespoon or two. See how that doesn't want to mix together? It's literally on the surface. Add about a couple drops of dish detergent, and that's really all there is to it. Just gonna mix it all together. You can tell that it's becoming yellow from the neem. This is something you want to just keep stirring as well. Alright, let's grab a nice big cupful. We're going to apply this to the surface of the soil. This water is also lukewarm to help it stay emulsified. I already watered all the plants deeply yesterday, so I don't have to worry about going all the way down. Apply one more cup. Apply some of these peppers over here. I'll just apply a little bit to these citrus. They're not going indoors, but better be said than sorry, just in case I do have to bring them in. Look, little crab spider. All right, we're gonna apply some of these guys as well. Just a little. Last one. Alright, that's that. Alright everyone, that was today's video. Get yourself some neem to prevent all those bad bug infestations from even happening when you're bringing your plants inside. And as always, consider subscribing, en tot de volgende keer.